Oh my god, so many drama frogs in here. Welcome to Drama Alert Nation.
There has been so much Twitch drama, it's hard to believe that this has all happened in the last, week or two. Since the drama has had a direct impact on so many different individuals and communities, it's easy to see why so many people are talking about the drama right now. This creates a problem, though. Because the drama and the coverage of the drama has been so plentiful, it's very hard to keep up with what exactly is happening. At this point, establishing a timeline of the who and what of everybody involved would just make things more convoluted, so let's take a more top-down approach. Before going any further, I have to be as clear as day on this. This is speculation. Starting with the most popular streamer and the events they have lined up, we have xQc running a game show tomorrow called Juiced. According to Distractify, xQc announced he would be the host of Juiced, a game show heavily inspired by Nickelodeon. The production company behind Juiced is Offbrand, which is owned by Ludwig and 3 others. This article makes it seem like Offbrand is just launching, as well as the Washington Post. Now, the company may have just went public, but they have existed for 2 years.
Now, those of you who have watched my stream know that I had a secret announcement about 2 years ago when I left Gen G. And the truth is that Offbrand has existed since then.
This is Stans, another co-founder of Offbrand. He released a video called I Started a Company with My Friends just yesterday, going into detail about the company's goals.
What up, YouTube? Really exciting video for you today. We are starting, or have started and are finally announcing, a creative studio, an agency, a production company called Offbrand. Offbrand was a brainchild of me, Atrock, and Ludwig as a way to, okay, this is gonna read as Leech, as a way to continue to work with our friend Ludwig as he continued to get bigger and better, and as a way for Atrock and I to use our business experience to try and do fun things, to solve marketing challenges for brands, to get further into esports, to do cooler content, things that maybe streamers aren't doing.
The first thing that kind of sticks out here is when he says this will read as Leech, or, he's going to be seen as a coattail rider, essentially. While self-awareness and honesty have been more prominent marketing tactics as of late, it only really works if your brand is honest. And that's the crux of the matter. Do we really want agency entities to start flooding the online marketplace? I don't think so. To me, the timing of Offbrand and Juiced launching is very convenient. Right after the dust has seemingly settled and Ludwig made a video tying up all the drama, supposedly.
I don't feel like it's worth talking about anymore. Not tied up with that one. Not tied up with that one. Not tied there.
Every popular streamer, especially those who have connections with OTK, are desperately trying to move past this as quickly as possible. If we compare the public outcry from a situation like this happening in Hollywood, then I would guess this is far from over. Perhaps a brand new show from a brand new production company from the beloved Ludwig, starring the most popular streamer xQc. Maybe something like that would help them move past the drama.
Juiced is a show where streamers go on and compete in silly, irreverent challenges, popping balloons with their butt, or things like you would see in Mario Party. It's going to be hosted by xQc, and it's going to be a really fun time. So the ideal clientele is a rich streamer that's too lazy to plan something themselves, yeah. And there's quite a few of those. There's quite a few of those.
To me, I see choosing to do a safe game show like this that has already been done as a business tactic, not a flex of creative fortitude. It seems like the same kind of business move a company like, Viacom would make. The difference being Viacom is ran by greedy businessmen behind closed doors, and Offbrand is ran by greedy, attention-seeking, power-hungry streamers. If you listen closely to the words of somebody like Ludwig, it's clear they are trying to make the internet more like legacy media. What, you really thought legacy media couldn't get any worse? Trust me, it can get worse, if we allow it.
Just treat it like you would treat the TV show Mad Men. You shouldn't form a relationship with me. At the end of the day, I'm entertainment. If I stop entertaining, you stop watching. That's it. That's what I want from you guys, because I'm not your friend. I will never, ever hang out with you. And I don't care about you because I don't know you. I can't. There are 13,000 people here. I can't care about all of you because I don't know any of you.
Now, some of what he said here is completely true, but when you take away the part where he says he can't know everybody in his audience, which is true, he's essentially begging his audience to stop contributing their input. It's impossible for me to care about my audience. Well, it may be impossible for you to know them, but that doesn't mean it's impossible for you to care about them. And obviously, you do care about at least one aspect of their lives if they're entertained by you or not. This is the part of the parasocial relationship that everybody skips over. Everybody talks about the negative health impact it can have on the viewers, but nobody talks about the streamer. For the streamer, the audience is basically their constituents, their employer. When your income is based on how your audience feels about you, you better find a way to care about them. And this is why so many Twitch careers have such short lifespans. It's not mentally sustainable for the streamer or the viewers when the streamer is being neglectful of how their audience feels. There's also something to be said about streamers becoming more and more dependent on attention. This leads to an environment that prefers quantity over quality. Let's be honest, out of the thousands of hours of subathon content, is there more than 5 minutes of that has any kind of substance or real entertainment value? Probably not. For those that are unfamiliar with subathons, there's more nuance in panhandling. One small piece of drama that Ludwig does address is this message he sent to Hassan about xQc. Since Ludwig and xQc are going to be running a show together, let's take a look.
xQc creates vertical relationships and believes his value is based off his viewership, and then in return treats people like cogs to increase that or decrease that value. I know, and it's a really cynical and f***ed up way to do.
This was my message about X, which I still double down on. I think I feel the same way too about streaming relationships, which is why you'll notice most of the friends that I hang out with are people like Atrioc, in Stans, in Slime, in Nick, in Aiden, in Cutie. I don't really hang out with streamers outside of streaming.
The first thing to note here is, yes, a lot of streamer friendships are definitely fake. A lot of streamers are going to try to play it off like, well yeah, what did you expect? We were totally honest about that. When they've all been profiting from playing High School Musical with each other for years. This is all right out of the Jake Paul playbook. Second of all, the way Ludwig doubles down on his comment about xQc says a lot about the streaming community as a whole. Ludwig's excuse for xQc's greed is just to say, well, all streamers are greedy. The only streamers who are righteous enough to hang out with the likes of me, Ludwig, are those who I co-founded a streaming agency with. And the point of that company is to find rich streamers who are already popular and to profit from making them more popular. Yeah, the friendships on Twitch are all about business relationships, and I'm not really into that, so I only hang out with this group of guys who I started a company with, and now we're going to try to profit off of our business relationships. What? Offbrand is not going to do anything to improve the quality of content on Twitch. Maybe the production quality, but they're not going to add anything of substance, which is why their first production is this watered-down game show they stole from Nickelodeon. They want to be as safe as possible. They're not trying to really break any boundaries here. It's all about the money, baby. Well, it's about money and it's about protecting reputations, which will later translate into money and influence. It's important to note that while Ludwig is calling out some of xQc's more shady behavior, Ludwig is calling Hassan a snake.
Okay. Well, I called you a snake a bunch of times, and I actually believe that. I actually believe that. And when I have strong core beliefs, and I feel the need when I feel something like this about somebody, especially when I consider them a friend, to call them out for it.
I think we're going to see more of a ring around the rosy when it comes to accusations of people being fake or disingenuous or conning their fans, etc., which makes the timing of Offbrand and this show Juiced launching so absolutely baffling. A lot of this drama has made viewers more aware of the kind of shady behavior that goes on at Twitch regularly. I don't think Ludwig or xQc are self-aware enough to realize just how disingenuous this all comes off. Some of the Twitch drama was pretty serious. Ludwig and xQc were close to a lot of it. It wouldn't have hurt them to delay some of these announcements and events for at least a couple of weeks, which makes the timing of this all that much more suspicious.
Like, he will tell his chat things that he says before he tells me. And like, we're working together. you know, on a multi-$100,000 production.
The business relationship between Offbrand and Juiced is already struggling a little bit, and the first episode hasn't even aired. I don't think Ludwig or xQc have taken into account how the stress from the Twitch drama is going to affect their performance. I imagine the viewership is going to be very high for this event, but it's either going to be really boring or a train wreck. Even though a train wreck would be better for viewership and be more entertaining, it's not good for public relations, so I think they're either going to try to manufacture brand-friendly drama or try to avoid drama altogether. And yes, the company Offbrand is familiar with manufacturing drama. Isn't that right, Stans?
Yo, I'm an average Stans viewer, and I'm glad you're doing based content. Hey, anytime. This is what Stans is afraid to do. This is what Stans is afraid to do. Me? Not me. I'm not afraid.
Don't make me do this again.
Chat. You know what I'm saying?
This is like the 50th time I've had to address this drama. Every time this gets played, I pull up my YouTube and I show that I made a Roblox video months before Afghan's made a Roblox video. He literally yoinked my content and then said, I'm afraid to do it. And I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, these two people are friends who collaborate together. This isn't real drama. If it's any kind of drama, it's manufactured and safe drama, aka boring. Are these the kind of people you want to monopolize the streaming and online production entertainment industry? I think not. Alright, that's gonna have to do it for this one. Shout out to the best subscriber squad in all of YouTube. I hope everybody has a wonderful day.
I don't know how my editors do an outro screen, so.
Don't touch me.